Audio Jungle.
Welcome to another exciting PHE class. Today, we are still looking at our track events, but in this topic, we will look straight at hurdle game. Now, in this class, we will be looking at a brief history of the hurdle race. We'll also be looking at the various types of hurdle race that we have, and also the basic skills in the hurdle race. Now, the hurdle is a track event in which athletes run and clear horizontal hurdles placed at specific distance. Now, in this race, there are hurdles that are placed in specific distance, and the athletes are to jump each of the hurdles. Athletes that are involved in this sport are called hurdlers. Hurdles are placed in specific locations in which the athletes need to run and jump them to be able to finish the race. Now, the first person to jump all of the hurdles is declared the winner of the race. The only limitation that it has on our local school is that there are no available standard hurdles. So hurdles are supposed to be in all our school events, but because there are no standard hurdles, it is a limitation. That is why it is not done in our school athletics events. The hurdle bar. The hurdle bar is an upright frame that a person must jump over in the race. In track race, hurdles are normally between 68 to 107 centimeters in height. That is about 27 to 42 inches high. And it also depends on the age and the gender of the hurdlers. So it means that the female hurdlers, their hurdle bar is different from the male hurdlers. And also the age limit also differs. History of the hurdle race. Hurdle was first invented around 1830 when the race was 91 meters long. At that time, there was no 100 meters hurdle race. It started at 91 meters, and the hurdles were large wooden barriers. In 1896, the 110-meter hurdle race became an official Olympic race. In 1900, the 400-meter hurdle race was introduced to the Olympic as well. But at this time, it was only the male that were involved in this race. By that time, all races were run by men. However, in 1926, women ran their first hurdle race, but it was not compared to the men that ran 400-meter hurdle race. The women started with 80-meter race. In 1932, women's hurdle was considered as an Olympic sport. The various types of hurdles. We have the 100-meter hurdles. We have the 80-meter hurdles that the women ran. We have the 200-meter hurdles. And we also have the 400-meter hurdles. Basic skills in hurdle race. The first of them is the starting. As you can see in the picture, the starting matters a lot. For an hurdler to be able to complete a race, he must be able to start the race properly. Starting means the hurdler takes the same position for sprints at the starting mark. All the hurdlers are supposed to start at the same time. When they hear on your mark, get set, go. They are supposed to move at the same time. The second one is the hurdle approach. Now, this is the way you calculate your strides in readiness for the jump. All the hurdles are placed in specific locations. So the hurdlers need to calculate their jump in order to move without falling. Because if you miss your step while jumping, you may just easily fall down. So the hurdle approach is the way you have a calculated step in readiness for the jump. The next of them is the hurdle clearance. The hurdle clearance, the hurdlers jumps with one leg, which is their leading leg in front, and pulls the other. Now, from the picture we are seeing, we can see that the hurdler moves the leading leg forward, and as he moves the leading leg forward, the other leg follows.